Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in today, and I hope you're all staying good during this time. Today, I want to give an update on our efforts to help with the economic recovery around COVID-19. And in particular, I want to share some new product updates that have been part of our effort to help small businesses. Now, it's clear at this point that COVID isn't just a health emergency. It's also the biggest economic shock that we felt in our lifetimes. And as people are being told to stay home, small businesses are having a hard time staying open, and millions of people are losing their jobs. And this creates a deeper crisis for our communities, for our ability to feed and take care of our families, and for our mental health and well-being. I think that the economic devastation of this may be even greater than the health impact of the virus, and I think that we're going to be feeling this for years to come. Now, in the face of this, it's remarkable how creative many small businesses have been in finding ways to stay open and keep serving customers. But for some, it's just been impossible. A lot of businesses and jobs are just basically on hold and don't know when they're going to be able to open up again, if ever. Yesterday, we released our survey on the state of small business, and one finding was that 31% of small businesses have stopped operating. It's important to recognize that a lot of these aren't just businesses, right? They're pillars of our communities that people have poured their lives into, like a family-run bookshop, or the local butcher shop, or your favorite restaurant that you go to with your family. Now, one of the ways that small businesses are surviving during this period is by moving more online. And I think that this is going to be a bigger part of the future of commerce anyway, but it is particularly important right now, because if you can't physically open your store or restaurant, you can still take orders online and ship stuff to people. So we're seeing a lot of small businesses that never had online presences get online for the first time. And we're seeing small businesses that had online presences now make them their primary way of doing business. And this isn't going to make up for all of the lost business, but it can help. And for lots of small businesses during this period, this is the difference between staying afloat or going under. Now at Facebook, serving small businesses is our business. Our mission is about giving individuals the power to bring people closer together. And we do that socially by giving people voice, and we do that economically by empowering individuals and entrepreneurs and small businesses. And the vast majority of our advertisers are small businesses. And it also makes up the biggest part of our revenue. So we're uniquely positioned to be a champion for small businesses and what helps them grow and what keeps them healthy. There are actually more than 160 million small businesses around the world that use our services today across Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger. And the vast majority of them use our services for free. And I'd actually bet that most of you probably follow some yourself, whether it's a local brand that you like or a restaurant that you like. The vast majority of these businesses don't spend any money with us. Although quite a few are advertisers, but they're still our partners. And over the past couple of months, as COVID and the outbreak have grown, we've just been looking at what we can do more to help. Now, what we've heard is that what many small businesses need right now is financial support. Right? So in March, we announced that we were creating a $100 million grant program to help 30,000 small businesses in over 30 countries. In the US, we work to help small businesses access the government stimulus. We're probably one of the only organizations in the world that both knows who a lot of the small business owners are and has a distribution channel to reach them. So we put a message at the top of the Facebook app for small business owners with the steps that they should take to access the stimulus to keep their business going during this period. We also set up special fundraisers for businesses affected by COVID, so entrepreneurs can use our fundraising tools to ask their community for help. And we've built tools like gift cards and food delivery stickers on Instagram, so people in the community can support local businesses that you all love. And we also built features like a Businesses Nearby tool, which lets you find posts from businesses in your community to see their new pickup or delivery options during COVID, and make bookings or send a message directly online. Now, today, I want to discuss a new product that we've built that will make it even easier for small businesses to set up shop and sell things directly online. And this is the biggest step that we've taken yet to enable commerce across our family of apps. And it's called Facebook Shops, and it is launching today. And basically, for the last couple of months, I've been personally working directly with our team on this every day to accelerate this work so we can help small businesses during this period and beyond. And the basic idea here is that any small business can easily start a shop across our apps to sell things directly. If you visit someone's shop, you're going to be able to see that small business's story. You're going to see their future products, and even check out and buy their items right there. And this is new for us. A lot of businesses use our social channels to get the word out online. A lot of them use our ad products to reach people and build their brands. But now with Shops, we're adding a new way for businesses to sell directly, which is, of course, another piece of this business puzzle. So I want to take you through this, and I'll tell you why shops are going to be uniquely valuable for people and small businesses, especially during this period. Now, first, Facebook Shops are free and easy to create. Even if you're just starting a business in your living room, Facebook Shops give you the same tools to build and operate your online storefront that global brands have had for reaching their customers. If you've already put a product catalog on Facebook or Instagram, we can set up a store for you automatically without you having to do anything at all. If you use Shopify or any number of other business backend tools, then with just a small number of clicks, you're going to be able to import your inventory and create a shop across our services. Now, it's simple and it's free to set up a shop. Our business model here is ads. So rather than charge businesses for shops, we know that if shops are valuable for businesses, they're going to, in general, want to bid more for ads and will eventually make money that way. We'll also protect your privacy when you're using this, and we're not going to share what you buy with friends or anyone else on our services without your permission. Now, second, Facebook Shops are available across our apps. You set up a shop once, and then that same shop is going to be available on your Facebook page and on your Instagram profile. And we're building integrations for Messenger and WhatsApp now too. For small businesses, now this means that you can just set up an online shop once and have it consistently available across all these apps. And for people using our apps, that means that you're going to be able to have a consistent experience no matter where you're accessing a business. So if you message a business in WhatsApp, you're going to be able to access their catalog and buy things the same way that you'd be able to if you were browsing on Instagram. If you put an item in your cart on Instagram, then when this is fully rolled out, you're going to eventually be able to check out from Facebook too. It's one simple and consistent experience across this family of apps, which means that it is easier for people, and that of course means that there are going to be higher conversions and more sales for small businesses. Now next, Facebook Shops are native and fast. Now, how many times have you had this experience where you see an interesting product in an ad on Instagram or in a post from a business on Facebook, but then when you tap on it, it takes you to a mobile website that is slow, is an inconsistent experience, probably doesn't know what your credit card number or shipping address is. So you have to go and fumble with your wallet and to go enter that, and a lot of the time you just end up abandoning it. Well, that's not going to happen here because Facebook Shops are native and fast, which means that they're going to be built directly into each of our apps. So that means that now when you click on that product that you've discovered, it's going to be able to take you to a product page that loads almost instantly, and that can have your credit card stored if you've ever bought anything with one of our services before, and if that business is using checkout. So that means that it's going to be a much better experience for people and a much higher conversion rate for small businesses, which again just means more sales. Now, we're also building a bunch of features across our apps to help you discover interesting things from businesses that you might want to buy. The biggest example here is we're building a dedicated shopping tab on Instagram that's just going to be one tap away from home. Now, we're still tuning this and putting the finishing touches on this, but in the meantime, we're also building a shopping destination inside Explore where you're going to be able to find and buy products. If you see something you're interested in while viewing a business's Instagram story, you're going to be able to swipe up and buy it if the business has enabled checkout. Or you're going to be able to go to their shop from there and explore what else they have to offer. Another example is live shopping. More than 800 million people engage in live video daily across Facebook and Instagram. And a lot of that includes product tutorials and product launches. So we're going to make it possible to shop on live in real time. And we're going to start testing this feature on Facebook and Instagram very soon. And of course, in addition to all these new features, we already have the Marketplace tab on Facebook and product tabs in the main Instagram feed today, which are widely used by a lot of people for discovering new products. So all of this just makes for a more interesting experience for people where you'll discover more products. And it gives small businesses the opportunity to reach more potential customers, especially during this period. Now, next, shops offer a lot of customization. So small businesses are going to be able to tell their story and what they're about. Something we hear a lot from small businesses is that they're more than just a list of products, right? They have a mission, they have values, they represent something. And they're trying to provide something that makes your life better. And they want to explain what your life is going to be like with their product in it. Now, when you walk down the road, or I guess when you used to walk down the road, now not every shop was the same, right? They all have their own story to tell. And we built Facebook Shops with this in mind. Small businesses are going to be able to customize how they appear and create collections of the products that they're the most proud of. They're going to be able to connect their loyalty programs so people across our apps can see their points and rewards when they buy through these shops. And this should allow small businesses to tell their own story, which should create a more compelling experience for people browsing and shopping. We'll get people more interested, and again, ultimately, will help improve the conversion rate and increase sales for small businesses, especially during this period. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about in terms of features for shops are that shops are going to be able to use our AI to create better personalized shopping experiences than you're going to be able to have almost anywhere else. So, for example, we've built AI systems to automatically identify and tag products in photos. So ideally, people are going to be able to link to them from our main feeds in Facebook and Instagram without a business eventually even having to tag anything. We're going to enable small businesses to do the kinds of personalization in shops that might just not be possible for them to do on their own websites. So, if for example, you're a clothing designer and you make clothes for men and women, when I show up, you're going to be able to show me clothes that are designed for men, since that's probably what I'm going to want to check out. So We're also building out our augmented reality technology. So if you're selling beauty products or home decor, for example, in some cases, you're going to be able to get a preview of what those products are going to look like on you or in your home, especially if it's for something like lipstick or makeup or sunglasses. These experiences are just like some of what you can do in a few of our early augmented reality ad units today. So all of these features create a better shopping experience than should be available anywhere else, and they should increase sales for small businesses because as a shopper, when you can actually try on a product and see how it's going to look on you, that gives you confidence that this product is a good fit. All right, so this all adds up to something that I think is going to be quite powerful. If you're running a small business, or if you're thinking about starting one, even from your living room, you have a whole suite of tools available that can help serve people. Even before today, you can build out your online presence across Facebook and Instagram. You can use WhatsApp and Messenger to communicate with customers. You can reach new customers through our ads. And now you also have a new tool, which is that you can set up a full online shop experience with Facebook Shops. And all these tools are open for business, even when your physical storefront can't be. Now, the reality here is that there's a lot more that's needed to build a business too. And while you could run your business just with our tools if you wanted, we think that the better strategy is to support a strong open ecosystem of business tools. Now, in some of our earlier efforts to help with commerce, we required small businesses to go all in with our tools and to create a full end-to-end experience in order to even get started. So that made it harder for us to serve many small businesses at the scale that we would have wanted. So now we've changed our approach somewhat in order to partner more closely with the other business tool companies in the ecosystem to make it really easy for small businesses to use the parts of our tools that they want and to use other tools for other parts of the value chain that, frankly, other companies serve better, like inventory management, multi-channel presence management, shipping, returns, and other kinds of logistics. So rather than trying to own this whole process end-to-end ourselves, we think that we're going to serve small businesses better by helping to build out a whole commerce ecosystem. We're going to offer our tools, but ultimately it's going to be up to businesses to decide what they want to use and what level of integration they want. And I think that this is going to lead to better experiences for people and better results for small businesses as well. Now, one of the nice effects of this approach is that we've got to work a lot more closely with other organizations that are doing great work in this space, like Shopify, BigCommerce, and WooCommerce. Shopify, for example, it's an e-commerce platform that more than 1 million businesses around the world rely on. They offer powerful tools that entrepreneurs need to start and run their businesses, and they've helped a lot of companies move online, including during COVID, some new kinds of businesses like restaurants that hadn't really typically seen themselves as e-commerce businesses before this outbreak. Now, together, Shopify and Facebook can help even more small businesses build out their online presence. So to talk about this more, I'd like to welcome Shopify's CEO, Toby Lutke, to this live stream. So Toby, thank you for your partnership, and thanks for joining today. I'm excited about what we're going to be able to do for small businesses together.
And so am I. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mark. Thanks for having me.
So I'm really excited about the partnership, I'm curious. Maybe you can, this is something that we've been working closely on for a while, and I'd be curious just to get your take on this and just have you share a few words about what you think about what we're doing here.
Yeah, so I'm hugely excited by it. It's Shopify. We've been the reason why we exist. Our mission is to make entrepreneurship much more common, much more frequent, and much more accessible. That's what we've spent the last 15 years on, and we've always had a partnership approach. What everyone needs right now, especially in this crazy situation that you described earlier, with COVID, is new buyers. Small businesses need a way to find new buyers, and it's going to be an incredibly powerful new reality for everyone in the retail space to have these powerful tools built natively in the Facebook platform.
So can you talk for a minute about the kind of open ecosystem that you've been trying to build for small businesses over the past several years? What have you seen, and what are your hopes for the next few years on that front?
Yeah, our opinion is that merchants are a really, really important ingredient in the world of commerce. A lot of innovation comes from them. One of the most incredible privileges of my job is we have 1 million small businesses on Shopify, and I get to speak to a lot of them. And there's something magical about hearing a creator talk, not just about what they're making, but describe the reasons why they thought this product needed to exist, like what change they actually were seeking and why they set out to create the business that they built. This communication is really, really, really important. And I mean, the world of retail has seen a 60, 70-year time span where the communication channels were frankly very monopolized from consumer packaged good companies in the television advertising space. And I think one of the most amazing things about what's happened between Facebook and Shopify stores and so on is that there was a democratization of access again, where small businesses can directly find their audiences. And I think we'll see a lot more of this with better tools of communication being created now.
Yeah, so in our conversations, one of the themes that you've really emphasized to me over the years is how important it is for businesses to be able to tell their story, right? It's this point that businesses aren't just a list of products. Can you talk about that and what you found through your work at Shopify and what you think are going to be the important pieces of what we need to deliver through Facebook Shops in order to do what merchants need here?
Yeah, absolutely. The shops are much more than just listings. They really are stories. And I think in a very real way, what the world of e-commerce has done on the web, partly due to the limitations, is that we've built sort of a digital version of the traditional CS catalog, except with buy buttons, which is not a bad initial approach. But when we're looking at the entrepreneurs who have been really successful, especially the new and digitally native brands, they didn't build their online stores like this. They created much deeper relationship with their buyers. They started optimizing for the long-term value and the lifetime value of customers by having them come back and back again, and then creating more like something like a community. So again, once you see a video of a founder describe why the product really truly needs to exist or what they saw that other people might not have seen, you're not just buying the product afterwards. You're buying a little bit into a worldview, and you're adopting a community in many instances. And I think this is why we've seen so much of this innovation happen on top of the Facebook platform, and why this is going to be an amazing additional asset.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the really interesting trends, as you've been talking about, is that it used to be that small business making something would have to sell it through someone else, right, in order to get distribution physically in a store. But in the last few years, there's really been this explosion of these direct-to-consumer businesses and small businesses that have really taken off. Largely, a lot of them using the tools that our two companies have been building. So I'm curious, where do you think that's going, and what other trends around that are you seeing now?
Yeah, I think the D2C industry, as some people call it, really happened on top of the combined work of Shopify and Facebook. I think there's the direct relationship. It sounds like a little bit of an optimization, but it's a completely different world. Like if your job is to create products which sell well from busy shelves, you're optimizing on packaging and value prop. If your situation is that you're selling directly, like you are in direct communication again with your customers, you're suddenly responsible for like everything about this product. You are going to get if something is wrong, you'll hear it because your customers will tell you. If they return products because of some defects, you will see those defects. Like all this disintermediation like is undone in this direct relationship. And what we've seen is that almost invariably in every category of products that people purchase, that these direct-to-consumer challenger brands coming up and the ones which do it well on merit with good products thrive. And I think that's a better that's a less distorted market environment, which leads to people being much happier with products and so on than the alternatives.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is great. Thank you, Toby, for joining us. I'm really excited about the partnership together and working more closely. Our organizations have obviously worked together for many years, but working more closely together than ever now. I'm really looking forward to what we're going to be able to build together. Not just our companies, but this whole open ecosystem that we're both trying hard to build. So thank you again, and I'm looking forward to doing this. And I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark, and congrats.
All right. So I want to thank all of you again for tuning in today. Facebook Shops is launching today across Facebook and Instagram. And I'm excited to get this into a lot more of your hands. I'm hopeful that it's going to be able to play some role in helping small businesses get through this period and thrive longer term. I know that these tools they're not going to work for everyone, and they're not going to be able to undo all of the economic damage that's been caused by COVID. But I hope that we can at least help build some of the infrastructure that businesses need, not only in this moment, but going forward as well. Because even when this period and the lockdowns pass, I do think that we're going to continue living more of our lives online and doing more business online too. So if we can make it easier for anyone to start a business, if we can help more types of businesses build their online presence, even if they didn't think that they needed one before, then hopefully we're going to be able to relieve some of the pressure that some small businesses are facing right now, and help businesses of all sizes as they prepare for the future. So thank you again to all of you for tuning in today and joining me. I hope you're all staying well, and I look forward to seeing all of you again soon.